modern books about how to communicate, how to make a relationship, and so on. You know, these are mechanics that can be valuable. And they don't fully do the job in awakening and awakened relationships. Because we're coming into a different trust in life that gives us more of an opportunity to have both people fully there, authentically, in a trust of our own unfoldment process and the relationship unfoldment process. So when I say trust, that can take me into the mechanics of what we do in Waking Down to Mutuality. That if I have a long-term wounded place in me that really hurts and is affecting my life, it's still there because I don't know how to fix it. And so instead of fixing it, I might have done therapy and this and that, but it's still there, then I'm learning how to be with it here. And often that initially is green lighting. Green lighting meaning let's give it some space to find out what it really is, give some space around it, and find out our nature beyond that. And for people who are moving into the awakening shift and into second life, the understanding of recognition yoga starts to become the mechanics of unfoldment that is triggered by green lighting but shows more of the details of how unfoldment occurs and gives us more room to cooperate with it. So the more that we have moved into this work in the way that we're supporting and discovering the truth of our own unfoldment when we cooperate or support it more, the more that we give space to that which we don't know about ourselves and the living of ourselves with more peace and with more space. So too with relationship. Then in relationship, I notice that as I'm more well in myself, I get more and more familiar with my own stuff arising. And the truth is, even though it affects me in my relationship with her, I don't really need to burden her with it because I know it just needs my awareness for now. And I could, if it felt compatible, to get comfort and talk about it with her, but if it's affecting her and it's about some discomfort in the relationship, she's going to think it's personal and she's got to do something about it. So I may choose to talk about it, but I may choose not to. I don't have to then. In a traditional relationship, I would have to. Because that's what you do. You want to communicate all the issues. But as you become self-aware of your own unfoldment, it's like, oh, well, this is my process. I know it's going to take a while to unfold, and I'm going to keep being aware of it. Now, it requires a fair amount of wellness in yourself, you know, but that's what happens. So then, the time I would have been working it out with her, I can actually enjoy her. Can be loving with her. Don't have to do that part there. So there's more room for the relationship, in a sense. And then, you know, then something comes up from the other, and this is really bothering her, and it may be coming over at us, you know, at the other side of the fence. And then you just know that that's really her stuff. And if I can just be present enough and well enough just to let that percolate, I don't have to fix it. In fact, truth is, I can't fix it. And I don't need to be carrying that burden too. I already got my own things that are processed. So there, you know, leave that there. And let her know that you hear it and whatever she needs, but also that you don't know what to do about it right now. And then in the relationship, there are relationship things that seem to be intertangled. They're not working, they're not comfortable. And so this is the advanced piece. That was advanced piece. This is the advanced piece, because when we're entangled, it's pretty hard to give space to it. But as we're more and more well, we're tangled. We think when you're in a relationship, well, you got to work them out, so you better fix it. But what if neither party actually knows? That's generally the truth. As generally you don't know how. So what if you then bring that awareness of the discomfort into the shared space of relationship? So you're doing green lighting or recognition yoga together because you both realize you don't know the solution, and you both realize this is uncomfortable, and you need to be present to what's true for you. And then all of a sudden, when you do that, and you can give it space, you're actually in a partnership of unfoldment. And then, in my own experience, working with someone who is familiar with things being processed and is committed enough to me to face the discomfort. That seems to take a lot, you know. It's fortunate that that much love is coming, because then we stay together even when it feels like this is not acceptable. We do. And we let it percolate as things percolate with green lighting and with recognition yoga. And shifts happen. And it becomes different. And maybe it becomes different, uncomfortable, so we share that. And it gives room for the relationship to evolve. And it honors that we don't know how to make relationships. We're actually, well, for me, it's given me more of a sense of being part of a natural event. And in that, there's more trust to see where it goes. And more of a sense of a gift of it. And it means when we're more well and realizing we don't know everything, we don't even know everything about the relationship that really matters to us, but we still don't know, we find that there's trust there.